After a long search for the right place to spend our summer 2023 vacation, we discovered the beautiful resort of Bali on the island of Crete in Greece.
Well, here we are then, actually on the harbour arm of the old port in the centre of Bali. There are 3 or 4 bays all around here, all with beautiful views and excellent beaches, but pretty crowded. If you're lying on the beach, it's kind of like wall-to-wall sunbeds. And all around you, the amazing thing is, that it's very, very high everywhere up here, which means it's difficult to actually see how you can get home without climbing a massive staircase, which after a few drinks is quite difficult to do.
Back together in Greece on island of Crete at the old port.
It's lovely here, very hot, very sunny and very high up.
And how did you get here?
350 bloody steps.
Just next to the main harbour is the beautiful Evita Beach, surrounded by a rocky coastline and within easy reach of our apartment. A place with crystal blue waters, several bays with wonderful beaches, safe swimming, hidden rocky bays, and great restaurants behind the beach. But there was a hidden danger in the waters, and for Aladdin it was like being in the Jaws movie.
I'm absolutely terrified because I was bitten by the fish all the time. I'm not sure why and how, but the beach guy said that they go for little spots, pimples and all of that.
Well, I pretended to be bitten, but really for me it was just a small nibbling feeling, although some children actually have blood.
It just doesn't feel safe at all. I hate it. This whole vacation I spent, well, mostly not in the water.
So we travelled further away, and after a long 3.5-hour ride, we finally got to the World Heritage Site of Elefanasis Beach. 7 years ago, this was an empty, peaceful retreat, but the popularity has made it less pleasant, with crowds, €20 sunbeds and fast food stands everywhere. Located on the southwest coast of Crete, this remote beach is best known for its pink sand, due to the fine seashells here. It's a lagoon, and the water never really gets very deep. They say that the sunset is quite beautiful here, but we never had the chance to see it because after just a couple of short hours we were whisked away by the tour company to head for our next destination. Chania city is quite ugly on the outskirts, but the centre is charming. Much of the old town district was developed around its harbour, which was built by the Venetians during the 14th century.
Right, well, we've been touring around the island a bit today, and we've come to the second largest city, the second city of Crete, called Chiana, which is very bustling and lively. It has a lovely old town full of coffee shops and interesting places where they make traditionally shoes and printing presses and such like. And we're taking a look at that. But unfortunately, the tour company that we're on seem to rush us from place to place, and we never get much time to look at anything. So we'll just have a quick cup of coffee and cheers.
Once again, we wished we'd have more time to explore and try out the really excellent restaurants, or maybe even take a carriage ride. maybe next time. But as always, Mladen had time for a small drink.
Here we are at the old port in a Bali. So I asked Billy to get me just a beer, and he got me this huge jar of the beer, which is very caring. Cheers. Here we are just back from the shopping here in Bali. So we decided to show you guys a little bit how are the prices here in Bali on the island of Crete. So let's see what we got and how much it cost. So orange juice. We got a six-pack of beers. Not sure which one that is. And 2 tonic waters. Anything else? Salami, pepperoni or whatever, and cream cheese, and 1 tomato. So yeah, we didn't buy much because we decided we got only 2 days left of our vacation. So, well, I know what you will say, Mladen, it's only drinks, only gins and beer. Well, hey, that's me. So let's see how much did it cost. So prices are pretty much everywhere the same. So this costed us €15.60, which is not that bad, but considering that it's only mainly drinks, it is quite a lot, for me at least, from Serbian standards.
So it was time for another trip, and we decided to become pirates for the day and set sail from Bali aboard the Santa Maria. We got this half price because the captain, who is based near our apartment, was struggling to unload his car with bottles of drink for the boat, and Mladen offered to help him. So he offered us a cut rate, or maybe cutthroat, trip, and before we knew it, we were heading along the coast to Retemno. You can get lost in the labyrinth of narrow streets and picturesque buildings in the old town. With both Venetian and Turkish influence, the area is home to souvenir shops with cheeky bottle openers and other stuff.
So here we are in one of the largest cities on Crete. This is called Retimno. We got here by boat on a day tour, and we're discovering the old town area, which has some lovely old Greek architecture, houses built of wood and fine stone, which makes a change from the rest of Crete. And right behind me is Mladen. Good luck.
So, after a short stay and a very rush lunch, we were rushing back to the pirate boat and a trip along the coast back to Bali, and our last few hours to reflect on our days spent in the sunshine and the picturesque town of Bali. A pretty place with not much nightlife, but a great place to unwind and relax. If you ever go, one tip, hire a car and don't pay for those expensive excursions.